Hey there, welcome back to AI Code King. Some time ago, I covered OpenUI, which lets you create front-end components and UI with the help of AI. At that time, it was a little buggy, to say the least. But recently, I saw that it's trending again, and many people are discussing it. So, I thought I should give it a try again. So, in this video, we'll be checking it out again. So, let's start from their GitHub page. As I just said, it allows you to generate UI or front-end components with the help of AI. You can also preview the generated code in real time, which is pretty cool. You can type in your prompt about what you want to generate, and it will start generating it. You can also give it images of a website, and it can replicate that design within seconds. If you ask me, it's pretty cool, to say the least. You can also follow up and ask for changes if you want. By default, it generates HTML and JSX code, but if you want, you can get it converted to React, Svelte, web components, and others. You can also select each generated block inside a component and ask the model to change something in that, which is pretty cool. It's basically an open source alternative to V0, which is made by the team of Vercel. V0 has both paid and free options. I have a separate video on that, so if you want to know more about it, then you can check it out. If we talk about the models it supports, let me tell you that it supports OpenAI's GPT 3.5 and GPT-4 models. It also supports Ollama's model. So, you can set it up with local models as well. It does not support Grok as of now. It would have been cool to see front-end generate super fast with Grok, but it is not yet supported. OpenUI also has a live demo, so you can check it out for yourself without even installing it locally. To use it, you can click on this live demo option, and this screen will open up. You'll be asked to sign in with your GitHub account. So, once you sign in, you can start generating the components. You can change the model settings from here and select GPT-4 for better results. But before we proceed, let me also tell you how you can set it up locally with Ollama and the Lava model, which allows vision capability. So, you'll be able to convert the screenshots of other sites to code, which is pretty cool. You can also use other better models if you don't want to use the vision capability. Anyway, let's start the setup process. First, we'll need to set up Ollama. So, go to Ollama's site and click on the download option. Once downloaded, get it installed. Once installed, run this command. This will get the Lava model installed on your computer. You can also use any other model from their models list if you don't want the vision capabilities. Now, come back to OpenUI's GitHub page. You can set it up in 3 ways. One way is to set it up locally without Docker. The second way is to set it up with Docker Compose. And the third way is to set it up with Docker Run. I prefer the first way without Docker. So, I'll be using that, but you can use whatever steps are best for your use case. Anyway, they have a good quick start guide here. So, first, copy this first git clone command and paste it in your terminal. Once the repo is cloned, run the second cd command. Then, run the pip install command. This will take some time based on your internet connection. But once it's done, run this environment variable command. If you want to use the OpenAI API key, replace the placeholder with your API key. I won't be using it, so I'll keep it as is. Okay, once done, run this command, and your application should start. Now, open up localhost 7878 on your browser, and you should be able to see the application running. Now, click on this setting option and select the Lava model from here. Now, let's start generating some UIs. Let's ask it to generate a landing page It takes some time, but it looks pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't have the bells and whistles, but it's good for boilerplate UI. Now, you can select each component by using this option. Let's ask it to change the color to red. Okay, it does it. Pretty cool. You can also ask for follow-ups from this text box at the bottom, and it will be done. Let's ask it to generate a testimonial section. Okay, it's done pretty cool. You can also check it in different resolutions from here. You can also view the chat history from here as well. Now, let's ask it to replicate a layout by giving it an image. To do that, let's create a new thread. And now, over here, select your image. I have given it YouTube's homepage. So, let's see if it can replicate something similar. Okay, it's pretty good. It's not near the original image, but at least it's able to replicate the layout. Let's ask it to make some changes, like adding a logo and a search bar. Okay, it does it. You can also see the generated code over here as well. It generates the code in both HTML and JSX. You can also convert it to other languages over here. Let's convert it to web components. Okay, pretty cool. You can see the generated code over here. You can download it as well. Overall, it is pretty cool to use. But I don't know if I will be actually using it, because the code it generates is pretty basic. Secondly, it is not as much responsive. For example, if I select a component and I ask to change something in that, it starts to regenerate the whole thing from scratch. The only thing that I may use it for is converting screenshots to UI components. But I can also just use any open source LLM or ChatGPT to do that. So, I think it is very early to give any judgments about it. Currently, it's not at the level of V0, where it can generate some good-looking UIs. You can also use something like Copilot to generate front-end and use a live preview to see how the generated code looks in real time. So, I can't say where it currently sits on the AI development ecosystem. They need to go a long way from here. But let's see what new features they make and how it improves it. But if you want to use it, you can go ahead and give it a try yourself. So, let me know if you will use it in the comments. Also, if you liked this video, consider donating to my channel through the Super Thanks option below this video. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.